everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to get this scar makeup look. I am so sad to say that this will be my last Halloween tutorial of the season, but I think it was one of my favorite looks to recreate. So here's how I did it. So first I just covered my eyebrows using ELMER'S glue stick. So I just applied a thick layer of that and then brushed my eyebrow hairs upward, getting them as flush to my face as possible. After the first layer, I just took my MERCIER loose translucent face powder and set the eyebrows, and then I went ahead and applied a second layer of glue on top. And while I let my eyebrows dry, I went ahead and mixed up my face paint. Here I'm using the Mehron Paradise Face Painting Palette, and for Scar's skin tone, I am going to mix orange, brown, and yellow. And since these paints are water activated, I just went ahead and sprayed them with a spray bottle and mixed them up using a plastic spatula. Once my eyebrows have dried, I went ahead and applied my Honest Beauty concealer over top of them. Pro tip, use your fingers to apply the concealer and not a brush, it's way easier. Going back to the face paint, I'm just going to map out the facial structure of Scar. I don't really know how to explain it, but look at a reference photo and just draw out where the orange part should be. Yeah, just watch what I'm doing. After I got the shape all mapped out, I went ahead and applied the orange face paint using a beauty blender. Make sure you use something that you're okay with getting stained because this stuff will not come out of the sponge. And don't apply it to your upper lip. That's when I realized that I shouldn't have done that. I just wiped it off using a baby wipe and it was all okay. I will be painting that part white, which is why we don't want to apply orange there. Once I had filled the outline using the orange paint, I went ahead and added some more brown to the orange color and applied that to the perimeters of the outline to add some more dimension. Now time for the white. All I did was applied the white paint to my upper lip, lips, and chin using a regular old paintbrush, and then I just extended the white up towards my nose like this. And all I'm doing is flicking my brush upwards to give that hair-like stroke and furry appearance. And because the paintbrush kind of gave a streaky appearance, I went back and blended everything out using a sponge. And then I applied black to everywhere where there wasn't a color placed already. So that's like along the chin, underneath the cheekbone, around my forehead, down the widow's peak, and the temples. Yeah, I also applied it in my ears, which is the weirdest feeling in the world, trust me, but I think it's worth it for the final look. Next, I am drawing out the widow's peak, and just take your time with this step. Get it as centered as you can, but we're all human. It's never going to be perfect, so do your best. Now I'm going to go back and add some more detail along the cheekbones, and again doing the same method of flicking my brush upward and kind of wiggling them a bit to give that hair-like appearance. And as you can see, I just blended each hair into that sharp line of black that I made by kind of widening the base of each hair. I don't know if that makes sense, but now we're moving on to the nose. And again, I'm just kind of looking at a reference picture of Scar while I'm doing this. So you kind of want to paint a very wide M and have the points of the M over your nostrils. And then you're going to just fill that in. This might have been a little extra of me, but I felt like I had to paint the inside of my nostrils white to get the full effect. And then now I'm going to extend the middle part of the nose and bring that all the way down to my upper lip to, you know, get that cat-like smile. And the last step for the nose, you're just going to want to extend the nostrils a bit further like Scar's, and then just bring them out to a point. Moving on to the lips, I'm just going to extend that line all the way down until I meet my bottom lip and then I stop. And now I'm going to paint a really thin upper lip. From there, I just wanted to create a little devious grin. So you're just going to extend the lip and sort of flick it upward to make a devious smile. And I went back and applied more white to my lips. So moving on to the eyebrows, I actually just used more of the black face paint to do this, and you just want to make them look angry and real arched and cartoony. These eyebrows are similar to the Ursula brows that I did in my previous video. The only thing that sets these brows apart from Ursula's is that they aren't as curly in the front as Ursula's, and also the arch of the brow is thicker. I assume so because Scar is a male figure. I also added a few hair-like strokes at the end of my eyebrow, honestly because I messed up, but I thought it looked cool anyway. Now that I have completed my eyebrows, I moved on to the eyeshadow, and I just mixed up this maroon shade using red and brown, and I applied that all over my eyelid, and you can see the shape that I'm applying that in. Also remember to take it down underneath your eye and into the inner corner as well. Next, I'm going to create Scar's eyelid, and all I did was added more black to that maroon color that I just mixed up, and I am applying that in sort of a dome shape. And once I have that all filled in, I'm going to go ahead and outline the eyelids using the black face paint. Now for the eyeliner, I wanted to create a cat-like shape by extending my inner corners lower, and make sure not to touch your face if you have black eyeliner on your finger. So I'm just going to extend that out into a short wing because Scar is a guy, but that really makes the cat-like shape. Now I'm going to move on to Scar's scar. So again, look at a reference photo for this one, but all I did was mix together some white and a little bit of red to create a pink color, and then create two triangles, one starting from the eyebrow going up and one starting from the lower lash line going down. And all I did here was add a little bit more red and a little bit more white here and there just to get that dimensional cartoon effect. Now that the scar is complete, I'm just going to go ahead and move on to some contouring, and I'm mixing these three warm tone red colors, and I'm applying that to the tip of my nose. If you look at the picture of Scar, he does have a little bit of shadow on his nose like this. And then I went ahead and shaded from my inner corner down the sides of my nose to add some more dimension. And then I applied the same colors along my cheekbones, but be really careful not to blend the black too much, and also along the widow's peak too. And when we contour, we of course have to highlight, so I'm taking this gold highlighting shade and I'm applying that to my cheekbones and the center of my forehead, as well as down the bridge of my nose. And the final step now is just to apply some false lashes, and the look is complete. I am obsessed with the way this look turned out. I honestly had so much fun creating these Halloween videos, and I hope you all enjoyed them as much as I did. Have a happy and safe Halloweekend, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!